I don't knit, but Danica does a little bit. And I was taken back because I got all of these needles from the thrift shop actually, and I was taken back because they come in all these different sizes and stuff, and they take them, and I was trying to watch videos on it, like seeing if I could learn how to do it, and they take them, and as they're talking, they just do it, and they're not even concentrating on it because it just becomes so second nature that they just are doing it, and they're doing it, and they're talking, they're doing it, and they're laughing. I'm thinking, that's what I think about compassion is if you practice it enough, it should be like just doing it, you know? But knitting probably isn't my forte. I've discovered that. Hello, my name is Penny Kallenberger, and I've been doing this a long time. I think about Threads of Compassion because I think of the colorful community here at the center. It's very eclectic, and people from all walks of life come here on a daily basis to make sure they're on the right path on their journey and check in with the people who are walking that journey with them.
So my name is Michael Gaiman, and here at the center I supervise the peer recovery specialists and do substance use counseling.
My name is Aaron Brown. I was born in Moline, Illinois. My addiction to alcohol started when I was 15, and I lived a pretty nasty life.
My name's Laura Rodriguez. I am the program coordinator for Iowa Harm Reduction Coalition of the Quad Cities.
My name is T. I do pretty much everything around here. Anything that needs to be done, I can help with. I can put my 2 cents in.
I am Ryan, and I am here to do peer recovery.
Yeah, I'm Pastor Ben. Man, I've been here for really, in some ways, since the beginning, and then away, and then back again.
My name is Corey Nelson. I'm 43 years old. I got involved with meth. I started doing drugs.
My name is Linda Williams. I prefer to be called Lynn, and I'm a peer support person. I share my life experience with other people and try to help them figure out how they can better their lives.
My name is Reginald Mays. I work at the thrift store. The center hired me here, and they don't want to let me go. I try to get away, but they didn't want to let me go.
My name's Danica Kellenberger. I just moved to Davenport like a year ago. I'm married to Justice, who I do skate church with.
My name is Justice, and I help out with skate church.
I think that 2026 is a year where we need to show more compassion in our churches, in our communities. I'm great at showing that tough love to people. I want to be known also as the place that is compassionate. Not being walked over, not being spineless, but really just showing compassion to people who might be struggling.
Man, this is the greatest thing that's happened in my life, so. And it started here, to be honest, you know. This is where it all came about.
Threads of Compassion is how to show compassion to our most vulnerable community.
Me personally speaking, this place probably saved my life.
There are people that are like, good for you. It's so good that you serve. No, it's good for everybody. It's good for the neighborhood, good for the people we serve. And it's a blessing for everybody that's here, even on the days it doesn't always feel like it.
First of all, I would like to say to people who have supported the center over the years, thank you. I don't think I say it enough. first of all. I think that I get so caught up in day-to-day business that I forget that there are people who have been faithful to the mission of the center for years and years. And I would like to say thank you to them for their past support, not just through their financial gifts, but through their words and their affirmation. So in case you haven't heard it before, thank you for your support here at the center. It saves lives, it changes lives. And then I would say this year, we need $70,000 by December 31st. That's our deficit that we are facing. And this fundraiser, Threads of Compassion, is the beginning of just one way that you can give to the center.
Right now, we're really struggling in a lot of ways, not only here at the center, but nonprofits in our community and in our country. There's a lot of resources that have already been cut. There's a lot of desperation. We're seeing more homeless folks on the streets than we ever have. And so with more people and fewer resources creates this really, really somewhat dangerous environment. There's more physical violence. There's more assaults. It's a little bit more dangerous than it was, and it's really because there are more people and fewer resources.
So coming here and being able to see people seek help that are homeless, I've never been around that. I've never been around people that were addicted to, say, heroin, and that stuff was something new to me, and it opened up my mind on what I really want to do now is be able to not just help people in AA. AA is solely for Alcoholics Anonymous. So this allowed me to branch out and not just help the alcoholic. I want to help everybody, whether it's mental illness or drugs or alcohol, and the center's giving me those tools. I'm still learning because it's a lot to take in. But yeah, getting to see it is eye-opening, and that's why I come here.
There are things that you can invest in. In fact, Albert Einstein said, the best invention that was ever made was compound interest. Okay, fair enough. Put your money in the Dow and walk away. Invest in a new business. Hope it doubles, triples. Hope you invested in Apple in 1988. However, the most compound interest is people. When you take an actual interest in how people are living, it does change things.
And so when they come into the center, they might come in thinking that they're trying to get services from Iowa Coalition of Harm Reduction, which helps people who are active in their drug use with drug overdose kits so that they can stay alive in the midst of their addictions, to maybe seeing someone for their mental health, because we have your French offices upstairs, or perhaps they're in domestic violence. We have those offices upstairs. Or, the thing that gets overlooked so often here is we have recreation opportunities here, just to come and enjoy each other's company through recreation, through our table tennis, through our table tennis clubs, or our dancing clubs that meet here. Or they could come in and receive information about housing services or rental assistance. All of that they can access through their peer support person, through our wellness programs. Maybe they came in because they don't have any food in their cupboard. They can go to our food pantry, or they need to clothes because school's starting for their kids. And they can access clothing through our Friendly Thrift Center, through the thrift center that they can go to. And if you think about all of those basic needs that someone might need, we provide that here at the center. Not to be the basic need provider, but to help people move along in their journey.
When I first started here at the center, I'll never forget one of the best pieces of advice that Penny gave me is she's like, your job isn't to solve homelessness. Your job is to just be with people. And I've taken that very seriously for the past 20 years.
In John chapter 13, Jesus washes the feet of the disciples. And very much people do anything they can to not wash feet. They stink. It's not fun. It's humbling. But Jesus says, if you do this, you'll be blessed. We don't avoid the blessings. That's what makes me proud to be here. Because those are the kind of blessings we don't avoid.
This year we are facing a $70,000 deficit, bigger than we've ever seen. I will tell you though, I'm confident in God's faithfulness. I know that whatever God does to close the books at the end of this year is what God wants to have happen. We can be diligent about asking people to support the center, and this is why you need to support the center. If you want to see our most vulnerable populations being served and served with excellence in our community, then this ministry needs to be supported. This support needs to be increased. And if that's going to happen, it is because of the will. It is because of the Lord. And if it doesn't, then it also is because of the will of the Lord. And we have operated on that premises for the last 20 years. God created it, and only God can destroy it.